the first problem of you don't know your customer, well, the solution is you need to become the customer, okay? You need to do the research that they would do, and you need to understand their identity and everything about them. I think a lot of you guys might actually think that you know your customer better than you actually do. And so what I want to do is actually explain some of the action items that you can take to actually become the customer. If you don't want to take the extreme action that I have down here, which is like, hey, if you're selling a cat product, get a cat. And just to be clear, this doesn't mean like if you're selling a weight loss product, like become overweight. But hey, if you want to like really understand what your customers are going through, like, yeah, go and do it. That's some extreme level stuff. But the main thing that you should do, and by the way, I'm fully kidding with this, is you need to become an actor, okay? You need to envision that you're living with the exact problem that you solve, and you need to like really think about like, what would you do, right? What would you watch? What products would you order? And as I say here in brackets, literally order them, right? I think I talked about this in my previous week's video a couple weeks ago. The founder of IM8 and their team actually ordered 40 different greens products before they actually made their own. And not only did they order them, they scientifically tested every single one of them. And so if you want to understand why they have such a big advantage and why they have the best product on the market, it's because they did the research to actually know what every single one of their competitors actually does. And then literally what they did was they filled the gaps that their competitors lacked, okay? So this is one of my like favorite, most underrated things. I understand that maybe a lot of you don't have the money to go and order a bunch of products, but if you do, you 100% should do this, okay? Another recommendation here is just like, how would you behave? Again, what would you tell your friends? You really have to try to become an actor here and put on this persona, okay? And if you want to like kick that off in a really good way, try to just interview a few of your ideal customers. And as I say here, download their beliefs, okay? And I think this is the one thing, and I'll bold and underline this, that if you really want to be able to create ads that can scale and you really want to understand your customer, you have to know exactly what they believe, how hard they believe them. And essentially by doing that, you'll know what they think. And so that way, when you create an ad and you're reviewing an ad, or your team creates an ad and you're reviewing it, you will just know more or less whether or not it's going to resonate with you because you understand and you have the same beliefs. And so again, this will hopefully help you understand how to solve the first problem, but you have to really ask yourself, like, do I actually know my customer? And if you're trying to figure out, or if you're thinking maybe I have a problem of not knowing my customer enough, well, I would recommend you to take this action and just spend time getting to know them more and more. Most people actually don't continue to do research after they do like initial research. You have to continue to do it. You have to constantly be understanding more and more and more about your customers and about the market in general if you truly want to create ads that can scale.